I just appreciate the ladies that we're all here today, gathered in sisterhood and union. I have noticed just the influence of a black woman, and just as women, period, how strong we are, how many roles that we play, from daughter to mother to grandmother to sister-in-law to sister. I mean, we juggle it with so much grace and so effortlessly. And this moment, I would just want to give us our flowers, because we make it look easy, but really we carry the universe on our shoulders day in and day out. But I don't want us to forget about our mental health and taking care of ourselves, because how we tend to take care of the world, we end up forgetting the most important piece to the puzzle is ourselves. Because in order to really take care of others, we first must take care of ourselves. So I wanted us to really get intimate in this space and joining hand in hand, being vulnerable, being transparent with each other, and just releasing and being honest about the role of a woman and dealing with different stereotypes I know we see as just black women, but also I would want to just get you guys' perspective of what is a role of a woman, like how they try to portray us in the media that we should do this and do that, but truly, how does it feel to be a woman?
But just take some time out for yourself, because some of us, I'll just say, and I hate it, but my daughter, she put her whole life into her family. It's like she don't even look at herself as anybody, but her daughter and her husband, just that's it. She don't have no life. She don't, you try and talk to her or tell her, it's other, think of yourself sometimes. She never thinks of herself, ever. It's always about them. Can't do that. Women, we can't just put our whole life into men and in the children. Can't do. We got to have some time and love ourselves and enjoy some things just for us.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. We gotta give it up. That was amazing, because I feel like we were just thrown into this world and they're like, okay, find a soulmate, and then now we look for that as eternal happiness when eternal bliss is within. Like, nobody outside of us is gonna make us happy, and if we're not emotionally stable within ourselves, then I feel like it's going to be more challenging for our partners to even be able to maintain us as well. But how do we as women balance that, especially if we have a family, if we are wives, we're mothers, we're sisters? How do we balance that practice of inner peace? Gail, if you can.
Well, train the man.
You are no good to anybody unless you take care of yourself. So how you look at it in this day and time, you're never going to be completed with your day. So you're just going to have to make time. Place a spot within your day to cater to you and only you, yourself.
That was amazing. So profound, because we weren't taught this. We weren't taught how to love ourselves. We were taught if we choose ourselves, if we spending time with ourselves, then we are selfish. But really, it's truly the opposite. We're self-sabotaging ourselves and draining ourselves if we are doing the complete opposite, and we're not going to be of service for anyone. And just going back off of how suppressed women have been, especially black women, like we were like the last on the list. And I was just doing research, like over 100 years ago, we just had the opportunity to vote. So knowing this shift of our freedom is occurring, why was it that we were so oppressed and suppressed. I feel like they didn't want us to know our power, how we were the closest creations to God, how strong we were, and we took all that in. But why were we last on the list? Whoever wants to answer that, please take it away.
I want to speak about that.
Yeah.
For decades, women were boxed in or put into a box. And it was years, centuries, where women had these roles where they were expected to bear children, cook. The man was expected to go to work, and provide financially. Things shifted, I believe. I'm not too up on my history like that, but I believe things shifted. I don't know what war it was, where women were forced to then kind of go out into the field and not play that motherly role, and being at home with the children. Things shifted.
It was World War One when the women had to go and help.
So this is a personal question for myself as being a millennial. How you were saying, Natasha, about the roles is changing and we're shifting. Women have their freedom now. So it's like a lot of friction between our brothers and our sisters right now. And we're not finding a common ground. Relationships are sent to end very faster than normal because we got social media. We seeing all these options. We seeing everybody's life, and we're consuming so much information, and we think it's something better out there. So a lot of people are not sticking together how our ancestors really were able to build a relationship. And now just dealing with marriage, because now today marriage is not a requirement, it's an option now. And women like myself are seeing we can work, we can do everything that we need, and it's what is the benefit of marriage now? I would love for you guys to give me some advice to know that marriage is truly worth it, because just doing my research, the men we are truly, as women, we are truly the prize. They need us, how Gloria was saying, how they wouldn't be able to function, and how we take care, how we nurture. But dealing with that, I was just doing research that men actually live longer with having a wife, but single women actually live longer overall. So I would love to know just the benefits of truly being a wife, especially in my era. These brothers not acting right though. They ain't got their right mind. So I would love just to know the benefit. Please help a sister out.
In your generation, Tara, it's a choice.
Yeah.
It's a choice in your generation.
Yeah.
Before, older women, that was the thing. Get married, have children, this, that, and the other. But in your generation, it's a choice. Listen, I don't need no man. I got my own job. I got my own place. So it's a choice for your generation. Mm-hmm. That's what I think.
Kind of get a lot of those check marks. Don't just settle.
I've always told them that, I know I'm from the old school, but I still believe that when your mate comes along, you will know it.
Yeah.
And what I've been trying to tell the young people these days is that, don't just rule everybody out. I mean, you got to be able to, at least have a date, or at least go out or do something. Mm-hmm. I mean, because how else are you going to meet your mate? But I don't care what nobody say. When your mate comes along that God has for you, you will know.
The influence of women, how we are able to save the world, but how are we saving ourselves and keeping our mental health in check, in order, so we can just maintain this healthy balance of harmony? Because I love how Gloria said before, we truly are the prize, and we can truly build people up. Like, we lift these brothers up to go high just off of the influence we hold onto everyone's life we interact with. How we described before, just the different hats that women plays. Like, we can be the sister, the mother, the grandmother, the sister-in-law, and still giving so much to this world. How are we maintaining our mental health in order?